Hello everyone, my name is MrGamingGuitarist, and the Game Awards 2014 just finished. And as you can clearly tell by the tone of my voice and by reading my face, this was such a huge improvement over last year's VGX, and I can mainly contribute the reason to that being Spike and Viacom have absolutely nothing to do with this, and Jeff Keighley he put on this event independently by himself, and there are definitely some things about this show that could be improved upon, and I will get to that. And I really, but I liked it. It is by no means terrible at all. And if I had to rate this show overall, I would give this a 7 out of 10. So now I'm going to tell you about the world premieres and that happened. And so my first criticism that I can say about this is that they kind of took liberties with the words world premiere, because when I normally hear world premiere, I normally imagine completely brand new games that have never been seen before, and some of these were just really updates on games we already know about, but we've seen maybe it's new footage or a new trailer, just stuff like that. So yeah, I will tell you about all the world premieres. So first they showed off Mario Maker, and that was interesting. And best way I can describe it is it's Little Big Planet, except with Mario, and you get to choose your art style. You can choose whether to use the classic original one from the NES, or you can make it look like Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World or new Super Mario Bros. U. So that could be like endless Mario for hours. And then next, Metal Gear Online for Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain was shown. And the thing that I like about this is that it still seems to be in line with the overall gameplay structure of the campaign. It seems like areas from it, and it looks really good. Next, now this was a true world premiere. This was a game called Tacoma, and this was made by the Fulbright Company, who were the developers of Gone Home. And it seems to be, I guess, some sort of space exploration game. I definitely want to find out more about that one. Next, there was new gameplay footage for Bloodborne, and it continues to look more and more badass. And the next was the Banner Saga 2, another true world premiere. And this was kind of okay. I've never played the first one, so I really don't have any interest in this. Next, we got an untitled new IP from a new studio, Hazelight, and the studio is being headed by the creator of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. So yeah, they really showed nothing. They just said, hey, we're making this new game. But the thing, too, about this game is that the creator of Brothers has joined EA, and we don't know if that's either for good or for worse. So we'll have to just stick around and find out. Next, we saw Adrift, which is from Adam Orth. Now, Adam Orth, if you don't remember, he was the person responsible for #DealWithIt. He was a complete fucking asshole, but I guess but now it's like he seems to be moving past that, and his new studio is called 310. That's 310, spelled out with the numbers, and this is another space exploration game. Next, this was not a brand new announcement, but this was an update on Codename Steam, which is a 3DS game being made by Intelligent Systems, who are the same developers that made Advance Wars. And next we saw a new game called Before. This game really, Before, it really reminded me a lot of before reminded me a lot of Wild, which is the new game from Michel Ancel, I don't know how you say his last name, but the Wild, the new game from the creator of Rayman. And they just seem to share the same tone, the same look and feel. And next, we saw new gameplay from The Order 1886. It took place in a Zeppelin, and that game, I know people keep saying graphics, you know, anytime you bring up the subject of graphics, all they end up talking about is, well, you know, gameplay, graphics aren't everything, but my god, does that game look fucking incredible. Next, MLB The Show 15, it's baseball. Next, Until Dawn which is this game which was originally going to be on the PS3 exclusive. It was going to use PlayStation Move, but now they completely started over from scratch, moved it for the PS4, and it looks like it's going to be kind of a heavy rainish game without the David Cage bullshit, and seems to be more of a horror game. And it seems like a jolly old time. Next is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, and it was revealed that in the game you will be playing another character other than Geralt, but they haven't said who it is, but my guess is it's going to be one of the other Witchers. And then next, No Man's Sky, which that game still, they showed a level of you going underwater and then going up to the sky, moving into a new planet. And the more and more that I see of this game, the more it feels like it's either going to be the most ambitious game ever made, and it's being pulled off, and it's going to be a miracle, and it's going to revolutionize everything. Or it's just this is going to turn into another Peter Molyneux situation where he promises the world and then nothing, and we never see any of that. But I'm hoping for the best for this. I'm really rooting for it. It's made by Hello Games. They are a studio of, I believe, well, they started out with 4, but I think they've expanded to maybe like 10 or 12. But still, for the scope of what they're trying to accomplish based off of how many people are working on it, it's quite the amazing feat. Next, a new Godzilla game, which is a PlayStation exclusive, which is weird, and I don't know if this is either a cash cow or if it will be legitimately good, but it could go either way. And next, this really took the spotlight for me, a new King's Quest game, and this all tied into the industry Icon Award, and the Industry Icon Award went to Ken and Roberta Williams, the founders of Sierra Online. And Sierra, if you don't know, if you're too young to remember like me, Sierra was a company that was pretty much the pioneers of what an adventure video game is. And it is just, they showed their story, and it is nothing short of amazing. And so now they have passed on the reins to a new company, and Sierra is now a subsidiary of Activision Blizzard. And so now there's a new team creating this brand new King's Quest game, and it looks really good. I've never played King's Quest before. I really don't know much about it. But from this seems like, to me, it feels like a Disney movie almost. But it feels like it's like a blend of Telltale with the art and feel of a classic 80s Disney fantasy movie. And I'm really looking forward to it. And then next, there was this new game called Human Element, and looks like, I know, and on the surface, you know, I think, nah, it's another zombie game, whatever, but they seem to be doing something really different with it, where it's multiple people online, and it seems like zombies in the world of Mad Max. That's what the environment landscape looked like to me. And then next, what they showed, the first ever gameplay footage for The Legend of Zelda for Wii U, which still does not have a title, but it looks incredible. It feels like they're blending in terms of sheer scope, feels like Dragon Age and Skyrim have influenced it by a little bit. And you just have to see it for yourself. I mean, I'm not the biggest Zelda fan in the world, but that gameplay footage sold me. And yeah, I loved it. I loved what I saw from it. And the most amazing part about this is it's coming in next year, in 2015. But the other big, huge drop that came from this was they announced, Shigeru Miyamoto announced that a new Star Fox game is coming in 2015, and it will be out before the new Zelda game. So now, I don't know why I don't have a Wii U right now, but I need to get one really soon. But I hope, but Nintendo's stance on Let's Plays and using gameplay footage, it's still a bit murky. So, I mean, of course, I'm going to own one eventually. It's inevitable. But as far as the fact of me, well, first I need to get a new computer, but after that, I don't even know if I'll even be able to record myself playing any Wii U games. So I don't know about that, but still, I'm really looking forward to it. And so that was the Game Awards. Those are all the world premieres that happened. And the one thing that kind of sucked about it is, it feels like they put too much of an aspect on, too much of a focus on the world premieres and the musical performances, and the performances were actually good, not this fucking Tyler the Creator bullshit, but real people and things that actually had to do with video games. And so I enjoyed it. I liked it, but they could have gone away with that, did away with that. And sometimes, and there are segments where Jeff Keighley is talking to developers and people in the industry, and while I like that, sometimes all that time they spent doing all of those things, they could have spent the time focusing on the actual awards. Like, it feels like a developer would walk out on stage and they would hand them just the award saying, oh, you won, without even naming what the other nominees were. And there were several nominations, categories that weren't even mentioned. Like, for example, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U won Best Fighting Game, and Valiant Hearts won Best Narrative and Games for Change, but that was just brushed over saying, oh, here, you won! And so it's like that kind of pulled out from it being a true awards show. But because this is a new thing, and this is a new iteration, I want to see this continue on for the next several years, and I want to see this continue and grow into something to where all of the media will look down at it and see, and video games will finally earn the respect that they deserve in the mainstream. You know, video games are here to stay in the future. You know, it's like the new generation of people that are in their 30s and 40s, they grew up with video games, and they're the people handling a lot of jobs these days. And now video games, they are going to become a part of our culture. They already are, but it's not until but we still have to wait years down the line until it becomes as respected as movies, as respected as television, as respected as books, and the YouTube internet age, that is also a thing that also still needs to be respected. This way of life, this is my way of life, this is the future, and I can't wait and I just really want the rest of the world to understand that this is our time now, and video games are the future. They are happening, and you can't stop them, and they are going to be respected, while these old people in the media that just want to hate on them, like the Fox News bullshit, that stuff, it will go away, and I'm going to be very happy someday when I'm I don't know, 38, 40, 50, when video games get the respect that they deserve. And of course I still want to be here creating YouTube videos this is what am going to be doing. This is my career. I'm going to stick with it no matter what anyone says. And so yeah, that went on a tangent for a little bit, but yeah, that was the Game Awards, and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to it. Things that could be improved, but for its first outing, they laid a solid framework to build upon. So yeah, that's it. I can't wait to see what the Game Awards for 2015 is going to be like. So yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching. If you watched this all the way through, like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'm going to see you next time on my next video. Goodbye.